ਤੇਰੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਦਾ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਤੁਰਿਆਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ। ਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ। ਆਦਿ ਗੁਰੇ ਨਮੈ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਗੁਰੇ ਨਮੈ ਸਤ ਗੁਰੇ ਨਮੈ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇਵ ਨਮੈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
It is a human nature which cannot be denied. And human nature is to expand. This is a fact of life. Human nature is to expand. And human destiny is to expand. The only judgment is which way to expand. That's why in Sikh Dharma, one thing exists very unique than anywhere else. Here, Guru became the disciple, and the disciple became the Guru in the same body. Guru Gobind Rai became the disciple, and disciple Guru Gobind Rai became Guru Gobind Singh, the master. This part which happened in this religious tradition, or something to remember, is unique and is by itself. Now, God provides everything. Jisnu aap khwaye karta khas lai changyai. If Guru wants to dishonor him, somebody, nobody can protect him. And God takes away His grace. Now we have to find a way in our life that what we can do. There's a one item which we can't forget as Sikhs of the Guru, that we are by meaning shisya. Sikh means shisya, somebody who wants to learn. So what we have to learn? That we have to learn to live learned. Where to go to learn? If we go to the time to learn, it will be harsh. If we go to somebody to learn, then we are carrying somebody's example. If we follow a model role, then we are following a model role. In Sikh Dharma, Sri Guru Granth is our model role, is our guide, is our Guru. From here to infinity, infinity to here. And in the Bible, what John said in the beginning, there was a word, word was with God, and word was God, that's true. We worship the Shabd Guru. This is the first time man has a freedom for worshipping another man. And no man can be worshipped. Doesn't matter how great and how wise that is. One can share a wisdom. It is up to other person to take it or not take it. But when one wants the guidance, then we have our Guru. We don't need a man for that. Let nobody be mistaken on that issue. Sabni chala mariyan karta kare soe. Everybody has tried everything and jumped around. But what God does, that happens. We have a disillusion because we are in a habit to survive and play our games. We think we did it. No, that's not true. Bad and good, they all belong to God. There's nothing bad and good. Thinking make it so. Pale bure hum tare. Prabhuji, pale bure hum tare. Bad and good we are belong to thee, O God. If we understand this theory and we act that way, then there's no good and bad. We'll not perform anything, or act and react in any way, which is bad and good. Now, it's a matter to live in this age of Aquarius. When the ages changes, people normally fizzle out, freak out, frustrate, react, not against anybody, but against themselves. This is a time to consciously match up with your identity. This is a time to go inside you and find out what you want. And then reinforce that what you want. There are two ways you can go. One is find out what you want and play your game to get what you want. No objection to that. Or find out what you want and be patient and ask for the hand of God to guide you and get what you want. That is your choice. That's your free will. You can choose the way you want it. You have to agree that you want to be wealthy. And this tour of mine, I have seen wealth and I have seen pain at the same time. It totally blew my mind. I asked this gentleman, I say, how many people you are? He said, well, myself, my wife, my son, my daughter, that's 4, and 1 grandson, 5. I said, when we came to your house for the lunch, we thought we are coming to a hotel. He said, no, this is my private house. 16 stories private house. On the top of the house, you can play badminton, tennis, almost you can play football. So you can well understand how big that house is. All 16 stories have tons of rooms. I even get tired by seeing one. I didn't go to all. And they were all furnished as ready to receive. I say, where you live? I live on the top floor. Why? It's easy to go on the top and play and exercise. But why you build this 6-story house when you have 5 people? Just to be up there in the air to see things. That was the wealth. Just one instant which I saw. And we had a beautiful lunch and service hospitality was beyond our expectation and grace was everywhere and your holiness and all that. I just asked myself, I said, this is too much. There must be something somewhere. Yeah, eagle landed and Dida came. He said, sir, can I have you a few minutes in private? I said, oh, here it goes. I said, yeah, why not? You're my host, I'm at your service, I came here all the way to meet you. He said, I want to talk to you, I said, okay, everybody out. We went in one small room, very comfortable, sat down. And my funny nature was I started looking at the covering of the sofa, just to see. And I found it is a double tweed silk with a design. That means $500 a meter minimum. So I understood what I'm sitting at. I saw the unique teakwood carving and I saw the room and I looked around and I knew that some decorator had decorated it and I said, did you get this house decorated? He said, yes, sir. From where the decorator came? He said, from Rome. I said, oh, that's nice. All right, we had that private moment. And he just sat down and kneeled on his knees and like a baby he cried. I didn't know what to do. There was everything in the room but Kleenex. And I don't have a handkerchief. And he cried like a baby, as loud. I was afraid that somebody outside would say I beat him up. And he's crying. It was so embarrassing moment of life. I couldn't believe. I tried to do everything. I became a mother and a father and a holy man and unique. And then I yelled at him. I said, shut up, stop it. This is not going to work. You said I'll talk to you only a few minutes. And a few minutes you... He said, please let me do it. I said, well, this is a performance. Go ahead. He cried, he was sobbing, he was in a pain. I said, okay, now you have cried, your tears are out, tell me what is it? He said, I don't know what I'm doing. I said, you are Sikh. You have all this wealth. I saw you outside quoting scriptures. What's wrong? You know what he said? He said, that's all I do just to live. Help me. Help me. I say, I can't. You are a Amritdhari Sikh. You read your banis. You chant your name. You are a gracious man. You have got all this reception for us. You live on the 16th-story house. Mosquito cannot come to you. It's high enough. That's what you told me. Flies and mosquito doesn't come that height. But maybe that's just some building formula. Some of you may know. The house was built 16 stories so that at a certain level beyond that mosquito and flies don't come. So that's how it was built. So if your guests come, they live in first story, they get mosquitoes and flies, and he doesn't. I said, well, what I can do to you? He said, I want to know. I was hoping for this day for a long time that you will come. I wanted to come to United States to ask you, and I'm asking you today. In my house, I was very eager to get you here. I know you don't go to people's houses. I want to know one thing. What is wrong with me? I get up exactly 3:30. I do what I have been told to do. Then he told me how many saints have visited him. Whole universe. How many yogis has come there? Forget it, I can't tell you the names. It will take up to 2 o'clock when I have to leave. How many Swamis he have seen? How many Guru Sikh preachers have come? How many people? He said, any man of any value has come. I have served just to know why I'm empty inside. And you know, I laughed and I said, you're providing me a great experience. When I go to my Sangat, I'll talk to them. Maybe one day all of them will be that rich as you are, as gracious as you are. They will do everything as you are doing and still they will be empty. I said, what is this emptiness? He said, I am numb. I don't feel anything. There's something wrong somewhere. It was nice conversation. I had a lot of compassion. I looked at him. He was not lying. He was not playing game to humble himself to me, and he never even thought that I'm so great for a long time. This happened recently. I asked him one thing. I said, have you taken Amrit? He said, yes. I said, do you chant your Guru Mantra Vaheguru? He said, yeah. I said, all right, sit down and chant. It was not correct. I said, look, this is something. Mantra means mental vibration to the infinite mind. It's a direct connection, God and you. That's what mantra is. Mantra is personal, its effects are personal, its vibration are personal. Because it's your heartline telephone and you're dialing it and you're reaching God. It's not mine, it's not anybody's. And he said, what is wrong? I said, you are not using the zip code. That's all. You're chanting it all right. He said, how? I say, when we call from Los Angeles, if we do not put 1 before this area code, we don't make it. He said, yeah. Please correct me. I said, when you got this mantra in your sadhana, how you got it? He said, I don't remember it. I said, do you remember it that you sat in Birasana? He said, yes, I remember it now. I said, now sit in that. He sat, he was crying. It was so painful for him. I said, man, if you are sat, you got something in a certain posture, you should have chanted it in the same posture. You got it in a Birasana, you should have sat in a Birasana. He said, what Birasana does? I said, you should have asked Guru Gobind Singh, or those who gave you that mantra. Or you ask yourself, if you get something in some case, when you don't want to use it, you keep in that case. I said, this is the karpan you are wearing. It is in his sheath. You are keeping in his sheath. Is that true? I was talking like a simple person. I told him, chant the Bir Asana mantra Vaheguru in Bir Asana. I told him, keep sitting there. And I sat down myself in Bir Asana, which I don't like to do mostly. And I said, I'll chant with you. And I like, in his name, ask you to sit in Bir Asana and let us send the vibration to this richest man in richest pain. So you may know also that all the wealth in the world and all the power and the position does not take away the emptiness. It's a very simple thing. We always sit on our left heel, remember? Just like this. And we put this right up here. And it's very comfortable to sit. If you sit out of balance, you won't make it. But if you have a good sadhana, you will. You will be out of balance in Virasana if your lower spine and your spinal cord is not right. You won't be in a position to sit on your heel, you will lose your mental balance and you will look like that. That means your nervous system is not in your control. If your Virasana is perfected, you will not find the troubles I have in myself. That means I have chanted my Guru Mantra without it because I was flying too much. And recently I did the same thing and I'm in trouble myself. But I'm just trying to tell you, this is a time to confess fault. And I'm not hesitating to do that. Because I've said to myself, heck, I'm such an internationally known yogi, how can I get into these problems? There is something wrong. Yeah, there is something wrong. You don't do things exactly what you have made to do. Sadhana means what you have been told. Aradhana means do it exactly as it has been told. Prabhupada means you become Master God. And let's chant. Look at the tip of your nose, please. You will be shaky, some of you, and some won't be. And that will happen. And then we'll chant just 5 times. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Thank you. I have done my job. I have pretended to correct my own mistake. I have not spoken like this before. I would like to confess that this aspect was ignored. And I am grateful this Sikh of the Guru who brought to my conscience in this visit what emptiness is. We chanted, sat in this posture exactly 11 minutes. And after that, all I saw is, He couldn't chant anymore. He was in bliss. You know me, I don't believe all that. I went and shook him. I said, wake up, man. Huh? He said, why, Guru? I said, what happened? He said, I have been fulfilled. Sir, you should not have shaken me. I said, damn it. I did it with you. We have to do a lot of things. There's other duties too. I mean, understand. We can't freak out on Vaheguru all the time. He said, how can you say so? I'm saying it. There are guests outside. People are going to be fed and all that. We sat, you said 2 minutes. Look at it, it's 15 minutes. He said, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Can I touch your feet? I said, no. That you can do. No touching the feet. It's not, why not? I said, you are not a member of my family and I don't know you. Family of the Khalsa, you can go and touch the feet of the Guru. My feet are only for those who are my personal kids. I'm your personal kid. I said, that's wrong, that's bribery. You're trying to bribe me. You're now showing your wealth. Your ego is not dead yet. Guru came through, you got the experience, I was just an instrument. Pipe is a pipe, it is not a water, and if your thirst is quenched by water, don't stop enjoying water and don't start worshipping the pipe. The job of a water pipe is to bring the water to your home. Water quenches you, not the pipe. I say, I came to your home as your guest. And you had a pain. You discussed with me. Now you say pain is gone. Enjoy the God and the true Guru who took away your pain and gave you the fulfillment. He wanted to ask me very humbly if he can serve me. And I said him no. And his question was, why not? And I tell him flatly, I don't want to change my channel. He said, what do you mean? I say, I am the protectorate of Guru Ram Das. I'm not going to come to your protection. And you are not going to serve me to protect me. He does what he does, and that is enough. I don't change my masters. My life is a fun, but my master is one. I'm a Sikh of the Sri Guru Granth, Shabd Guru, and I'm guided by Guru Ram Das, and that's personal. You can't give me anything, and I won't accept anything in lieu of it. But I understand you told that day in that place somebody to go and buy it. I said, that's my son, I do anything I want. I know where to command and I know where to refuse. Blessed are you that you got fulfilled, and superly blessed I am. I have learned something priceless from you. I'm trying to share this thought with you. If your Guru Mantra Vaheguru, Vayanti Karanti Jagatupati Tvaha Brahma De Tesha Guru Vaheguru. This is the mantra of Father, Son and the Holy Ghost. This is the mantra of the Trinity. This is the mantra of the Adi Shakti. This is the mantra of the Vishnu, Brahma and Mahesh. This is the mantra of the Khalsa. But let us correct ourselves. Let us do our sadhana, and when we chant our Guru Mantra, let us see that we sit in Virasana. That we properly sit on the left heel. Make that as a base. And our right knee with our chest, and we balance ourselves. Majority of our nervous problem will go away. And when we look at the tip of the nose, drisht travo naska barse imratar. Prem seth Guru mantra de, Guru bole naal pyar, drisht travo naska barse amratar. This is when Mata Jito ji asked Guru Gobind Singh that I want to know everything and I want to have the strength of infinity. Give me the Shakti. Guru Gobind Singh, to his own wife Mata Jito ji, gave this mantra with these instructions, that sit in Birasana and put your eyes on the tip of your nose and chant your Guru mantra. Mata Jito ji reached to Brahm Gyan, the knowledge of God and infinity. It's a recorded history, it's a human history, there's no lie about it. I'm not doubting that we are not good Sikhs, we are better and the best. And our faith is alive with all our pain and tragedies around us. We are keeping our flag flying. That's a tremendous courage. Isn't the life that matters? It is the courage to bring to it. But however, there are certain practical difficulties. We need more vitality to enjoy virtues. And some are feeling short. And I don't want anybody to be short exchanged. This visit of mine to Bangkok and Hong Kong was absolutely a learning visit. I have not seen richness. Well, I was born rich, that's a different story, and it just reminded me how I was. But I saw these people rich, they earned it. It was not family richness. And I saw pain and felt it. It is amazing. I tell you one thing. A miracle happened in Hong Kong. I swelled up. I got so swelled up, you can't believe it. If you would have been there, you freak out. That one morning, I didn't want to come out. I didn't want to let everybody see my puffiness all around. And I told my hostess, I said, please, I want this drink to be made readily and given to me. So a formula was given, a drink was made. And I told my hostess, I said, you drink it too, just for my prayer. Look at what is happening to me. She said, Yogi ji, it's surprising. Look at your feet, look at your hands, look at your face. I said, yes, ma'am. My daughter, this is what is happening, but you make the drink to me. So I drank that drink, and one day my entire puffiness and my whole thing went away. I was very happy that God came through. That night there was a dinner and she came and she hugged me. I said, what happened? She says, you do not know, sir. You see this beautiful ring of mine? I said, oh, this is worth millions of dollars. You have all the jewelry in millions. She said, I could never wear it. I said, why? I said, I was puffy like you. I never understood it. I drank it, my puffiness is gone. See, I'm wearing my whole jewelry. I said, you look skinny too. I mean, people can have diamonds and can't wear it. And people can have food and can't eat it. And people have servants and everything, 39 servants, and they can't sleep. People have a whole roof of bedroom totally fitted with pearls, entire roof and all walls. But with all the wealth and the values and the humility and the grace, there's no command penetration. There are facilities and faculties all taken care of. And that is what you have to learn in the age of Aquarius. That your progressions and your regression is at the command of you. And penetration has to be over 3.1. It's totally a scientific thing. And we shall like to dedicate this community and its objectivity to achieve that. We like the entire community throughout the Sikh Dharma to understand that is the way to go. We have to work on ourselves on a revised scale. Or those who are in English, I'd say on a revised schedule. It's the same word. Pronunciation is different. As I'll say to the Western word, Jesus. But I know there's no word Jesus. It is Yesu. I can say you Mary, but I know there's no such word Mary. Her name is Fatima. I know there's no word Moses. It is Musa. I know there's no word Ibrahim. It is Abraham. I know those things. And I'll be lying if I don't tell you, but I'll be lying doubly because I'm insulting those people who believe these are the words and these are the names. So I am in a catch-22. Damn I do, damn I don't. I know Vaheguru mantra is taken in Birasan, and I know we don't chant it in Birasan. I would like to correct myself with you. I mean, sometimes you take things normally. You think, well, everybody knows. I'm grateful to this man in whose honor we have chanted as a Sangat Guru Mantra 5 times in Birasan for bringing to our notice. And I'm going on a record. And I'm going on a record that we are the sons and daughters of Guru Gobind Singh. As Guru Gobind Rai, as a perfect Guru, if he can humble himself to become a disciple and then take the Amrit and then become Guru Gobind Singh, it is not that we have not to learn. Learning is the part of Sikhism. But learning is a part of Sikhism, but this is not total Sikhism. The part of Sikhism is to learn and live learned. And that is still a part of Sikhism, but not complete of it. The real Sikhism is to learn, live learned, and Vandshako, then experience your learned experience with others with utmost grace and humility. And all in English, American English, has come to this. Every American Sikh has to be a practical, high vitality, high faculty forklift for every other human being. And they have to go down in, lift them up, put them on the trail, and if time permits, push them going. And that is the age of Aquarius. We who come from Woodstock Nation, we who come from America's most beautiful evolution of 20 million people, we who survived, and time let us survive, and space gave us a space. And we on a longitude and latitude of this planet Earth where we are, have a responsibility now to start moving in this age with utmost caution, with utmost grace, and just learn, forklift. Go down in humility and grace, lift another person up, put him on the trail, and keep him moving. If you can walk along for a while, you will be very fatherly. If you can walk by the side, you will be very friendly. If you stand behind and keep prayer, you will be divine. But if you don't do it, you are stupid, you are an idiot, and you are a split personality, neurotic nonsense. and that shall be direct demand on each one. Doesn't matter what your state is, status is, and strategy is. Let us fully understand what the people want out of us. What I'm telling you in short is the time for playing our own game is over. This is time to go out and help others. And I'm telling you a promissory note, a warranty, if you leave your own nonsense on the side and let it slide by, God will come through to take care of you anyway. Where there's no ego, there is a God. Where there's an ego, there is a sweat. And I can bet on it. If you want to carry on in the age of Aquarius, your personality, your ego, and your games, you will consume all the energy given by God in a wasteful manner, and you will be dumped in a pit. And you'll eat your own, I won't say what. But if under the normal circumstances, you make it a point to shape up and understand the message of the age of Aquarius and the seek of the Guru, and clean your house and your progressions, and understand the regression of yours and others, and put in a very calculated effect, and go out and forklift people with dignity, with grace, leaving your all games and your neuroses on the side. Hand of God shall come through. And we'll have peace, tranquility. Prosperity will come in as in lieu of that. This promise of the age of Aquarius is for everybody. The message is, in the Piscean age, help me, I want to know. In the age of Aquarius is, I know I can help you to be. The cycle has reversed, the psyche has reversed, and the life has to be accordingly. This morning, I repeat in a simple manner, in a straight, simple manner, everybody who's a Sikh of the Guru, whose mantra is Vaheguru, should sit in Virasana and chant it as a sadhana. And once you do that, it becomes Aradhana. The net result will be Prabhupati, you will become the Master God. This experience which I got in Bangkok is extremely powerful and eye-opening. I hope the Sangat here shall take the lead. I hope you will communicate to all friends and foes equally. I hope your attitude of behavior in gratitude to God shall be to act as a forklift, go deep into the dirt, carry the load of the others, put them on the trail, make them move. I said so that if you keep going with them in front guiding, you will be very beautiful, fatherly. And if you side by side move, you will be friendly. If you sit behind and pray, you will be divine. It's a gracious act. I'm very grateful to God that I got this opportunity to share with you my own personal correction and experience. And God, gee, it's difficult. When I was coming back from the flight, it was all 20 hours, and I was looking around where to sit in Virasana in airplane. And, luckily, we had all the 3 seats. So, hand of God came through. Some people slept. Some people sat in Virasana and took care of them. When I came to Anchorage, it was a very funny experience. Custom officer wanted to know what I do. I said, I used to do what you are doing, but at the moment, I just do nothing but watch what people do. And he asked me 4 times, "You didn't buy anything?" I said, "No." "You really didn't buy anything?" I said, "Really, no." "You buy nothing?" I said, "Now you have to search my entire baggage 100%. He said, "No, I am going to check only one thing." I said, "No, you asked me 3 questions. You have exhausted your power and authority. Now you must search everything, including me in person if you have to. Because I have denied your 3 chance of request." "But what job you do?" I say, "I'm a head of religion." "Oh, yeah. Why don't you tell me?" I said, "It's not written on the declaration." I gave him my card. He read on the back, "If you cannot see God in all, you cannot see God at all." He said, "That is true." I said, "Keep it." And everybody who followed me, he let him go. That was a good, hard way to bulldoze a passage. And then I laughed and I said, the weird as I look, he should have checked it out. A person who can walk into a custom motor as weird I am has no chance to smuggle. He's noticeable. And he asked Hari Jivan, who was behind me, why this man has that jewelry. And he said, when he goes through the congregation, he wears it. But who pays for it? He said, we. He said, perhaps one day I'll like to meet this man. And this is the impact you will cause by pure psyche, just passing that way. And please remember the most beautiful verse in the Bible, I shall not come this way again. So whenever you pass and your psyche is interlocked and impressing, do it all the good there and then. Don't wait for tomorrow. Anybody who waits for tomorrow will face the sorrow. Just be good, do good, and all good shall come to you. And do it wherever you are, whatever you are. Don't worry about yourself. If you worry for others and keep them going, God shall keep you going. I have come here, I have left a lot of work undone. Schedule were very busy. I didn't mean to deprive anybody. I've left a lot of work to be investigated, and if I have to come back to deal with those individuals, it will be painful to cut down the schedule and be here. My personal request is, straighten out your acts. I don't want to lie to you that I know more than you know. I hope you'll try to know what you don't know. It's my responsibility to preside on this congregation, to serve, not to run around and command around and take around. I understand sometimes difficulty of time deprives me the opportunity to be with every individual. However, we are going to have a long summer. And I don't intend to move around fast. Therefore, please understand, yesterday we had a yoga class, and this was the first time. We were likely to be outnumbered soon by those who like to seek. We have a responsibility as a community and as individual and people who belong to the Hasendai Guru Ramdas. Your Lord has a house of the gold and you built only one dome, but it shines equally well. Your responsibility as that is to fit into the tradition and carry the load, add graceful people as you are, and fly the flag as high as you can. And don't worry, we are the age of Aquarius. We have paid dues, and tremendous human sacrifice went before us that we could be as we are today. This turban you tie on your head, forget about the medical situation that it adjusts your cranial adjustment and you look good whole day and all that. That's a sale talk. But you Americans and Canadians and Europeans who tie this turban on your head represent 19 million people who laid their life to bring this evolution. They were all young, they were beautiful, they were rich. They OD'd because they were helpless. Their dead bodies may still remind you, and their soul may still call on you, that when you tie the turban, each fiber, length and breadth in this turban represent them. And you are honoring them and crowning yourself. This is the time not to be hippies and yuppies and yo-yos and yayas. This is a time to be happy and make all we come in touch happy. That's the only message Guru wanted. And Guru message is very clean for all and equal. Nanak Naam, Chardi Kala. Nanak, in the name of the grace of God and thyself, I shall have a very exalted and elevated being in me. And in thy grace, O Nanak, I'll do good to all. Nanak, in thy grace, O God, and in thy ecstasy, I shall have very exalted self in me. And through that exalted self, I'll do good and extremely good to all the time. And that begins with that line that you got to start seeing God in all the time. If you can't see it, and you don't have even energy to open your eyes, feel it. If you have no feeling left, think it. If you have no theft left of the thought, and no energy for thought, be it. And that's the Sikh way of life. It's my prayer and my hope you'll take all this to heart and start this new age with new zeal and with new perspective, and let us serve so that we can deserve to be the Sikh of the Guru. Just serve to deserve to be the Sikh of the Guru, and God and Guru shall come through. With blessing and prayers, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Many speak of courage, speaking cannot give it. It's in the face of death that we must live in. When things are down and darkest, that's when we stand tallest. Till the last star falls, We won't give an inch at all. Stand as the call sign, strong as steel, steady as stone. Give our lives to God in good mind and soul, breath and bone. Guru Arjan gave his life to stand for what was right. He was burned and tortured 5 long days and nights. He could have stopped it any time just by giving in. His strength a solid one. He never gave an inch at all. Sons of the call sign, remember those who died, stood their ground until their last. So we who live now might live free life. Princess is not royal by a birth or a blood inside, but if her family's home is a non-preside, she'll walk with such a grace and strength, the world will bow in awe until the mountains fall. She'll never give an inch at all. Daughters of the call sign, your strength, our future life. Give our children fearless mind to see the world through the Guru's eyes. By Sake Day we were thousands, but only 5 had the courage for dying. Then one brave man, one flashing sword, turned us all to lions. And now we live his legacy, to die before we fall. Like the 5 who answered his call, we can't turn back at all. Stand as the call sign, strong as steel, steady as stone. Give our lives to God in good mind and soul, breath and bone. 10th Guru gave even his son to give the cause of life. His words stand like mountains against the winds of time. That Khalsa will rule the world, and all will be safe in its fold. But if the Khalsa falls, there won't be a world at all. Stand as the Khalsa, strong as steel, steady as stone. Give our lives to God in good mind and soul, breath and bone. Many speak of courage, speaking cannot give it. It's in the face of death that we must live in. When things are down and darkest, that's when we stand tallest. Until the last star falls, we won't give it a at all. Stand as a Khalsa, strong as steel, steady as stone. Give our lives to God in good mind and soul, breath and bone. Sons of the Khalsa, remember those who died, stood their grounds until their last breath. So we who live now might live. Daughters of the Khalsa, in your strength our future lies. Give our children fearless mind to see the world through the Guru's eyes. And as the Khalsa, strong as steel, steady stone. Give our lives to God and good, mind and soul, breath and bone. Stand as the call, son. 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 Strong as steel, steady as stone. Give our lives to God and good, mind and soul, breath and bone, mind and soul are his alone.
Ram Kali Meharati Ananda Ikyamkar Sataguru Prasad Ananda Bhaya Meri Mae Sataguru Me Paya Sataguru Tapaya Ejsati Manavajya Vadaya Ragatam Parava Sabariya Shabad Gavanaya Shabado Tagava Likira Manjani Vasaya Kainanik Andana Hoa Sataguru Me Paya Emanna Meria Tu Sadara Ho Haranara Haranara Ho Tu Manna Meri Dukha Sabab Sarana Sangi Karo Kare Tera Kare Sab Svarana Sabnagara Nanda Swami Sukyo Manav Sare Kahe Nanak Manna Mere Sadara Ho Haranare Sache Sahiba Kya Nahi Karte Re Karta Tere Sab Kich Hai Jisse So Pave Sada Sivat Sala Tere Naam Manav Save Naam Jinke Manavasya Vache Shabad Gnere Kahe Nanak Sache Sahib Kya Nahi Karte Re Sacha Naam Rahata Sacha Naam Da Mera Jin Bukka Sab Gavaya Kartan Sukmaniya Vasya Jin Icha Sab Vijay Sada Kurban Devadiyaya Kahe Nanak Sunhu Santo Shabadro Piyaro Sacha Naam Rahata Vache Panch Chabit Garit Bhage Garit Bhage Shabad Vache Vajit Gardaria Manch Tut Vas Kite Kaha Kanta Kamaria Durkaram Paya Durjinaka Se Nama Har Ke Lage Kahe Nanak Te Sukho Asit Gar Anhan Vache Pavanagaru Pani Pata Mata Sarta Mahata Jangyaya Buriyaya Vache Dharmadur Jinni Nam Diyaya Game Sakit Gaga Nanak Te Mukh Ujre Kette Chutti Naga Jinni Nam Diyaya Game Sakit Gaga Jinni Nam Diyaya Game Sakit Gaga Waheguru 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 Jinni Nam Diyaya Game Sakit Gava Nanak Te Mukh Ujve Kette Chutti Nava Jinni Nam Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Sri Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Tum Takara Tum Pe Ardasa, Gopinda Sabatere Rasa, Tum Atapatam Barakatere, Tumri Kirpa Mesuka Ganere, Koina Jane, Tumrayanta, Uchete, Ucha Bhagavanta, Saga Samgari Tumri Sutradari, Tumte Hoy So Agyakari, Tumri Gatra Metta Tumi Jani, Nanak Dasa Sada Kurbani, Tumri Gatra Metta Tumi Jani, Nanak Dasa Sada Kurbani.
Turyage das mari, Jil Pindu Sab Tera, Sab Teri Vadiyai, Koi na na jan mera. Ardas Sikh Onkar, Sri Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sri Bhagavati Ji Sahai, was Sri Bhagavati Ji Ki Pachahin Dasvi. Pratham Gauti Simr Ke Guru Nanak Linde Aaye. Fir Angad Gurte Amardas Ramdas Se Hoy Sahai. Arjan Har Gobind No Simro Sri Harai. Sri Hare Krishna Dhyaya Jis Ditte Sab Dukh Jai. Guru Tegh Bahadur Simriye Karno Nidave Daye Saptayon Ji Sahai. Dasme Pacha Sahib Satguru Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj. Amrit ke date Pante Wale Dharam Pita Jiyo Saptayon Ji Sahai. Dasan Pachaiyan Di Jyotiatmak Shakti Shabad Swarup. Dan 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 Sri Guru Granth Sahib Hazra Hazur Zahra Zahur Sarab Kala Bharpur. आप जी की महिमा कहीं न जाए दादिया अंदर खालसा जी बोलो जी सतनाम 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 पंच प्यारे भाई देव सिंह जी भाई धर्म सिंह जी भाई हिम्मत सिंह जी भाई मोकम सिंह जी भाई साहिब सिंह जी चर सबजारे बाबा अजीत सिंह जी बाबा जुजाल सिंह जी बाबा जोरावर सिंह जी बाबा फतेह सिंह जी चली मुक्ते हत्य जप्य तप्य जिना नाम जप्या वंद चक्या देख चलाही ठेगवाही देखिया अंदर कीता तिना प्यारिया सचियारे जी कमाए दादिया अंदर के खालस जी बोलो जी सतनाम 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 जिना सिंहा सिंहिया ने धर्मेत शीश दिते बंद बंद कटाए कोपड़े लाए आर्य ना छड़े गए गुरुवारी दी सेवले कुर्बानी कीतिया धर्म ने यारिया सिक्की के सांसवास ना निभाई तिना दी कमाई दादिया अंदर खालसा जी बोलो जी सतनाम प्रथमे सरबत खालसा जी की अरदास है जी सरबत खालसा जी को वाहेगुरु 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 गुरु नाम चितावे चितावन का सटका सर्व सुख होवे जहाँ जहाँ खालसा जी साहिब तहाँ तहाँ रचा रहत देख देख फतेह बिरट की पैच पंथ की जीत श्री साहिब जी सहाय खालसा जी के वो वाले बोलो जी सतनाम सिकानु सिकीदान केस्तान रहतान विवेकदान विसादान भरोसादान दाना से दान नाम दान श्री अमृतसर की दर्शन स्नान झोंक चौंके जंदे बुंगे जुग जुगाता धर्म का जयकार सिक्का दामान निवान मातूची माता राख पाठ वाहेगुरु अकाल पुरख अपनी पंक्ति सदा सहायता तरजियो Enamane de man Satguru, Netane de tan Satguru, Notya deo Satguru, Nyasira Asra Guru Garibanavad, Satri Pitagio, O Heavenly Father, O immortal, undying, infinite Lord, we offer this ardas, that on this Sunday you shall be with us at this moment in thy presence of Sri Guru Granth Sahib, in the court of the light of the lights, in the heavenly truth of truths. We offer this prayer that we may, in some small way, walk this path with courage and with commitment, with unwaveringness towards your ideal, to the principles of Guru Sahib. May the rehet of Guru Gobind Singh be instilled in every pore of our beings. You grant us the strength to penetrate the hearts of others, to give support, to uplift, and to carry across this ocean, this world ocean. Give us the strength to see thy will in all, to see the God in all. Give us the strength to stand united through all adversity. Give us the strength and the courage to prosper together, to trust in one another, to achieve the same end, the Ant together, without even thinking, without questioning, without finding fault. Let us be blind to your love. Let us be blind to your destiny. On this day, we worship Sri Guru Granth Sahib. On this day, we offer our prayers for the todays and the tomorrows of this couple who've been locked in your union. Bless Ek Onkar Singh and Waheguru Kar. May this power of prayer be with them. May their destiny be sustained in thy light and love. May the power of the Satsanga ever support them. Bless this Kara Prashad and the Guru Ka Langar. May Guru still pass through in thy presence. Bless Shri Singh Sahib, Bhai Sahib, Har Bhajan Singh, called Sri Yogi Ji, who is thy humble servant. Grant him thy victory. Grant him thy spirit of exaltation. Grant him thy environments where we can serve him, where we can also serve this mission of Guru with love and faith and commitment, unwavering commitment to thy ideals. Bless Qatar Kar Khalsa on her birthday today. In thy infinite light and wisdom and grace, protect her and grant her all thy blessings under thy Son. Bless Gyankar's son. May he grow and live to the head of Guru Gobind Singh. Bless those little ones who look to us for guidance, who look to us to safeguard their tomorrows. May that will be done. If we have made any mistakes, we seek thy forgiveness, cover for us, and keep ourselves in this holy company. Akirvadagata pulchung maf karni, sabda karajas karni se pyare min jana milya tera naam chitave. Guru Nanak naam chate kala tere bana. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Agya be akal ki tabe chalaya panta. Guru Manya Granth, Guru Granth Ji Manya Pragat Granth Ki De. Jo Prabhu ko mil kod shab mein le, Raj karega Khalsa ki hai na koi. Raj karega Khalsa ki hai na koi. Bole Sonia.
1 Guru Sachi Sahi Ardas Pai Amardas Guru Amardas Guru Ardas Pai Ramdas Guru Ramdas Guru Ramdas Guru Sachi Sahi Satnam Sri Vahe Guru Sahib Ji Ik Onkar Sat Ragdana Sri Mehla Panjwan Ik Onkar Satguru Prasad Ha ha Prabharakaleho Hamate Kichu Nahoy Mere Swami Kar Kirpa Apana Namadeho Rao Ha ha Prabharakaleho Hamate Kichu Nahoy Mere Swami Kar Kirpa Apana Namadeho Rao Agna Kutumba Sagar Sansar Bharamamo Agyana Andhar Ucha Nicha Sukha Dukh Drapasanahi Trisnabuk Manabasana Rachabikebyad Panchaduta Sangamaha Asada Jiya Jahan Prana Dhana Tera Nanaka Chan Sadahara Nera Manabasana Rachabikebyada Panchaduta Sangamaha Asada Jiya Jahan Prana Dhana Tera Nanaka Chan Sadahara Nera Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Rag Dhanasri, 5th Guru. There is but one God, by true Guru's grace is he obtained.
Not quick, slowly, word by word.
There is but one God, by true Guru's grace is he obtained.
Sure. That's what he's saying.
Oh, my Lord.
Double O's. There is a pause in it.
Oh, my Lord, do thou save me. By myself I can do nothing, O my Lord. Mercifully, bless me thou with thy name. Pause. Oh, my Lord, do thou save me. By myself I can do nothing, O my Lord. Mercifully, bless me thou with thy name. Pause. Family and the world are like ocean of fire. Through doubt and worldly attachment, man is enveloped by the darkness of ignorance. One is ever thinking of high and lower dispositions, pain and pleasure. His thirst and hunger are allayed not. My mind is engrossed in desire and the disease of vice. The 5 demons.
Do you know what vice means? Why you slip that word? Just pronounce it like a hukum, command order, right? Come on, read that correctly. It's not a real estate sale. It's just hukum. Read it properly. Come, yeah.
My mind is engrossed in desire.
My mind is engrossed in desire. Emphasize the word properly. Pronounce it correct. Go ahead.
My mind is engrossed in desire and the disease of vice. The 5 demons, mortal's companions, are extremely incorrigible. The creatures, the souls, and the wealth of the world are all thine, O Lord. O Nanak, know that the Lord is ever near. The creature's soul...
No. Start from the beginning and read it as a command order. Perfect English is your mother language. And command order you are translating in a command language. You are not reading a page through, and not you are reading a novel. This is the command order. Command it in a commanding word, each word. And try to understand. Command means you understand what you're saying, and people should hear what you're saying. And don't slip through. Come on. Again, start page 1. Go ahead.
Ragdanasri...
Rag is a separate word. Rag, Tanasri. Go ahead.
Rag Dhanasri, 5th Guru.
Good.
There is but one God. By true Guru's grace is he obtained. O my Lord, do thou save me. By myself I can do nothing, O my Lord. Mercifully bless me thou with thy name. Pause. Family and the world are like ocean of fire. Through doubt and worldly attachment, man is enveloped by the darkness of ignorance. One is ever thinking of high and lower dispositions, pain and pleasure. His thirst and hunger are allayed not. My mind is engrossed in desire and the disease of vice. The 5 demons, mortal's companions, are extremely incorrigible. The creatures, souls, and the wealth of the world are all thine, O Lord. O Nanak, know that the Lord is ever near. The creatures, the souls, and the wealth of the world are all thine, O Lord. O Nanak, know that the Lord is ever near.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
No, wait. She didn't say Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, she ran away. Yeah.
Okay. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Sabha Sikhana ko hukama